Hello everyone, my name is Justin and I am your geeky game guru. Almost forgot my own intro. And we are back to Return to the Obra Dinn. It's a new day, a new shirt, and a new attempt at solving this. So, I have a feeling that, one, I'm glad that I'm starting fresh so that I can try and rethink a lot of things, but I think I did have a good idea with my uniform idea. That matching people with similar uniforms would be the best way to try and identify people. Because, at least for the stewards, because the stewards are all wearing the same thing. So the third mate steward, where's the other guy? The fourth mate steward is wearing the same thing. And it's not identical, he's wearing more of like a longer type shirt. So, I don't know, this might actually have no credence to it. But, it's what I'm going for right now, because this guy is dressed the same as this guy, who's the first mate steward, and the dress is the same as this guy. So, all of these people have to be stewards of some form. So, you would be... I see you're the captain's ship's steward. Because as far as people up here, I need to figure out why he's not working. I need to figure out who that is. Figure out why he's not working. Figure out who that is. Know who they are. Need to know who that is. That is. I think that's it. So I don't have a lot of people left. Which I believe the bargain is happening at the same time as the Doom. So that's going to be the big... Because that's going to be the captain below deck, I assume. And I assume that's when I'll be able to go into the Lazarus pits. The Lazarate, whatever it's called. But, yeah. So, mate was torn apart. So, yeah. So, logic would say that the only guy who was torn apart, or at least the main guy that was torn apart, was him. Unless there's someone else that's torn apart during that. Let's go find out. Why not? Still raining. Still storming. The old man is snoring. Doo-din. I'm glad I get to keep playing this game. This game's so much fun. I also just brushed my teeth, so now I'm drinking apple cider. It's not good. It's not very good. And so yeah, so he's the obvious one that's ripped apart. But is there anyone else that's being ripped apart? Or will be ripped apart? So yeah, so he's the only one who seems to be ripped apart. I'm going to check part 8 just to make sure. But he's, as far as I know, the only person who is ripped apart, as you can tell. Look, you dual-wheeling, being all trying to be cool and shit. There's him getting his arm ripped off. Potentially him? Does he show up anywhere else? Disappeared in the Doom. Maybe he is? You know what? Let's see. The bosun's mate. Son of a bitch. Well done. 3 more fates correct. Alright, so he was drowned. So he is the second mate steward. And he is the butcher. Good. Alright. Things are panning out. Alright, so now the question becomes, who is Mr. Tattoo Dude? Because you're ending up a lot more complicated than I was expecting. Huh, so he wasn't even... Interesting. So he wasn't even ripped apart, he was just drowned. But they said he was ripped apart. Interesting. You're in the soldier, you're probably a top man then, since you're in this scene. So, yeah. I'm assuming you're one of the top men, then. So let's say you're Lewis Walker for now. So these are all, it looks like these are all the top men back here. So let's see. So say you were Lewis Walker. And you are Maba. Okay, how about Lewis Walker and then Maba? Okay, what if you're Lewis Walker? And you are Timothy Buteman. Okay, are you Maba? And then you're Timothy Buteman? Nope. What if you're Maba? And you're Lewis Walker. Ah. How about Timothy Bateman? Lewis Walker. There we go. Haha! It had to be one mixture of the three. So you are Lewis Walker, a topman. You are Timothy Buteman, a topman. And you are Maba, topman. We're making good progress. A lot of these are just guessing, but they're educated guesses. That's why I'm telling myself so I don't feel so dumb. So I just need to figure out who John Naples is, who Hamadou Diom, George Shirley, Thomas Lenk, or Lenky, Philip Dahl, Zungi Sati, and then Olis Weater, and James Wallace, and Martin Perrow. So I know who these two are for a fact. It's just a matter of figuring out what happened to them, because I know who they are. I just don't know what happened to them. So let's figure out who the gunner's mate is. So I still need to figure out who Mutiny McGee is. I'm still guessing he's the gunner's mate, because I think that's the only position left that has any sort of, like, importance. Unless he's, like, the captain's steward. Because it seems like all four of these people are seamen, so I know it's safe to assume that he is also a seaman. Safe to assume you two are probably also seamen. So let's start doing educated guesses about who these seamen were. Are you... Is that my own voice, or is that something else? I heard like a really high-pitched squeak, and I can't tell if that was some bubble in my throat or something else. Anyway, okay, so that didn't work. I think I tried every like combination there. So I'm really down to like the last few people. Okay, so they're all midshipmen, so it's safe to assume you're probably also a midshipman. Let's say you're Thomas Lank. Because now I need to make sure that the ones that I don't know how they died, or that I don't know who they are, that they have an actual, like, they're not like drowned by unknown or stabbed by unknown. Because that's where I think I'm messing up, is that there's some people who are unknown. I think these two will become known once they're in the last last group of three. He was actually stabbed or shot not by Charles Hirschdick, but by someone else. So the guy who shoots him is eventually the guy who crawls away, Thomas Lenk. I'm going to leave it at that. So then I think I have those two right, so I have to get at least one more that I know for a fact is correct. Because the butcher and cook makes sense, but you're wearing like some sort of apron. So like if there's anyone Scottish, I could say him, because maybe that's a kilt. There's Sweden. And I think that's why I put him there, because that's similar-ish? Not really? But it's something? You are one of these two stewards. I know that for a fact. You are one of the stewards. Because you're with them and you're all wearing the same general outfit. Along with this guy. So you are one of the stewards. It's a matter of which steward you are. So, yeah. So, I'm going to go back down to that guy. So I need to see if, one, I need to figure out if that is actually, like, what actually killed him. But I also want to look through the holes and see who else is in the gunner's, I was here. Who else is in the gunner's room? So, like, the fact that that is there is weird. Because, like, what is that? So, and that thing's not there now. So I don't think it's a spike, because he's currently trying to stab him. But I also don't think it's a gunshot, because there's no one really shooting in this direction. Okay, so anyway, so who else is in here? So, yeah, you're in here. So yeah, so you are the gunner's mate, because you're the gunner. No, you're the gunner. So then you had to be the gunner's mate, because you're in here. So yeah, so you're 100% confirmed as the gunner's mate. It's just a matter of who killed you, which I'm assuming was this guy, because he's the one who gets stabbed. Wait. No, someone else stabs you then. I'm going to have to review those scenes too, because I need to figure out what happened to them. Someone else I don't know, I'm going to have to review that. But, okay, so I at least know for a fact that you are the gunner's mate. I don't know for a fact how you died. So yeah, so he gets shot. So yeah, so that's the gunner's mate. That's him.
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Interesting. So the fourth mate. Wait, the fourth mate. Oh, that's where I got it wrong. So it's the fourth mate that shoots him. Oh. Fourth mate. There we go. By John Davies, the fourth mate. Okay, so you know what? Let's figure out, since there's only one person left in the Doom that I need to figure out. So you, blasted with a cannon by a terrible beast. Which I think you're the one that I couldn't actually see in this. There. So let's go back to that one, because like because I never actually saw this guy. Like, it sounds like someone's actually getting ripped out by the tentacle. Aha! There we go. So that solves the Doom and escape. So you were drowned by a terrible beast. You were gunned down by John Davis. You were stabbed. We're getting this, guys. We're getting this. So then, that means for the last few seamen, because that's you. So for you and the other guy. So that leaves, oh wow, I'm down to one page. So John Naples and Hamid Al-Dion. Oh, that's what it is. So yeah, so it is a bullet hole. That's what that is. It's the light. Oh. So yeah, so it is a round bullet hole, so it's just a matter of who shoots him. Must be you. Yep, I can see the line.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
So now, who are you? Because there's 11 others present. It's not you. Who else is bald? It could be you. I think it is. I think you were shot by the bosun's mate. Gun by Charles Minor. There we go. 2 more fates correct. Interesting. So why only 2? That's interesting. It only gave me 2. So that leaves 4. No, that leaves 2 more that I don't know, because I know those 2. So 1, 2. Yeah, that's it. So then the question is, are these 2 just swapped incorrectly or something? Or where is he? So are you actually John Naples? That's where I've messed up. I've always assumed it was the surgeon. I've always assumed it was the surgeon's mate, but no, he specifically says my steward. That is the captain talking. So that means that this guy is the captain's steward. Which means you are probably the surgeon's mate. Motherfucker. All currently solvable fates known. Oh, I hate myself. That was so obvious. There's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. Already now we're into this episode, but I'm going to go ahead and finish it because, well, no, because there's a whole other chapter to do. So actually, I'm going to do that last chapter in the last video of this series. I don't know what this hand motion is, but I did it. So, interesting. So I now have everything completed except for the last 2 people. Martin Perot, the 3rd mate, and where is he? The captain's steward, Philip Dahl. So Philip Dahl, last we saw, was inside. Whoops, lost my pencil. So Philip Dahl was last seen inside the lazaret with those creatures. The mermaids, I'm assuming. The 3rd mate, the last we saw of him was in the Doom, Part 8, the last Kraken attack. I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming he was probably heading down to find the captain. And the captain at that point was also down in the lazaret, or at least in the cargo bay or somewhere, to try and keep losing my train of thought. To try and get rid of the Kraken and get rid of everything. So you're still technically alive right now. You fall here, you could easily open that up and go downstairs. So that's where he is. So we now know the whereabouts of the 3 most important people in this right now. But the next episode is when we're going to put it all together and see what happened in the bargain. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'll get it good. There we go. Very shippy. Continue with this motif that I've been doing. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, let me know. I know I am. I am adoring this game. But I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye.